Now, speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, I need to talk about my quarterback. And I haven't had a lot of great things to say about my quarterback in the last couple of years. But I think a point got missed about my quarterback on opening night at Philadelphia. I think the world missed the boat on Dak in the very opening sequence of the game. Opening kickoff, Eagle gets hurt, injury, timeout. And here's what I saw from my quarterback. I saw instant leadership from my man, Dak Prescott. I saw something I have never seen from Dakota Rain Prescott. Rain, Dak, rain. R-E-I-G-N, rain. I've questioned his leadership, but I didn't at that opening moment, because you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jalen Carter crossed the line of scrimmage during the injury timeout, walked toward the Cowboy huddle as they huddled up, the offensive huddle, and he started talking trash to Tyler Booker, the rookie starting offensive right guard for the Dallas Cowboys, because when Tyler Booker was drafted in his first interview with the Dallas media, he said something about how he was looking forward to playing Jalen Carter because he considered him it. Probably shouldn't have gone there, but I appreciated the guts that it took, the perspective he already had. He was actually trying to pay Jalen a compliment that Jalen did not take. I want to go against the best, and that's Jalen Carter. Jalen took it as, I want to shut down. I want to show Jalen Carter I can shut him down and turn him into a non-factor on opening Thursday night. That's how Jalen took it. So Jalen took the moment, the pause, the injury timeout to just walk across the line of scrimmage into what I call the demilitarized zone, the no-fly zone. You just don't cross that line. You don't walk up to the opposing team's huddle in a dead ball situation and start talking noise to anybody in that huddle. It's just not done. Sorry, no. I don't care if you're Jalen Carter or Micah Parsons or Charles freaking Haley. You just don't do that. It's breaking an unwritten National Football League rule, a locker room rule that players observe. You don't do that. And he was doing that. So how did my quarterback respond? He was the first to see it because obviously his offensive linemen on the Jalen Carter side of the huddle had their backs turned to Jalen Carter. I wish one of them would have understood what was happening behind them. I don't know if they could hear him, what he was saying to Tyler Booker. It happened fairly quickly, but I would hope that a Tyler Smith, an all-pro left guard, would have wheeled and gotten in Jalen Carter's face. But no, the quarterback saw it first, and the quarterback objected, and the quarterback retaliated to Jalen Carter's presence in the no-fly zone by stepping forward and smiling for a second. Oh, that's how you want to play this game. And spitting. Dak Prescott spat, if I can use the past tense. He spat forward. It just came out of his mouth and went on the ground sort of between his offensive linemen. He didn't spit on Jalen Carter. He spat at Jalen Carter, spat in his direction. And it was the classic shot over the bow, the warning shot over the bow. Now, before I continue, FanDuel is getting you ready for the NFL season with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you will unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays. You can bet player props. You can ride the live lines. Whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is upon us. It's in high gear already. Have these not been great? I mean, every game I watch ends up great. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com / my first name, SKIP, FanDuel.com / skip to download the FanDuel app today and get you started. Dak was saying, this is what I think of you breaking that unwritten rule and talking, you know what, to my rookie guard. I think, patooey. That's what I think. Dak is not going to spit on Jalen Carter because Jalen Carter would kick Dak's ass all the way up and down the field. I mean, that's like taking your life into your hands. Maybe not even during the game, but sometime after the game. Jalen Carter is going to find him somewhere, somehow, and make that right. Dak's too smart for that. But he was shrewd enough to spit in his direction, shot over bow, warning shot. Whew! I couldn't believe it. I loved it. And then Dak had the guts and the gumption as Jalen took another step forward. Dak took a step forward between the two offensive linemen with their backs to Jalen Carter. He stepped between them and stepped right into the face of Jalen Carter. I loved it. I honor it. I endorse Dak. I validate you and your leadership off that and that alone. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I have missed in Dak Prescott for these many years. That's the kind of reaction to an action taken, a bully action on the part of Jalen Carter, who's a monster of a player. He is, I call him a bully because he's capable, you know. He doesn't have to fake it until he makes it. He's not that kind of bully. He's just a flat out monster of a bully. He can just beast anybody. And obviously it did change the game somewhat that he was gone and Javonte Williams had his way in the first half as we continued to score right along with the Philadelphia Eagles. We actually had a run game, and it in part, I'll even go to large part, it was because of the absence of that monster in that middle. But my quarterback stepped up and continued to return verbal fire into the face mask to face mask with Jalen Carter. And Jalen Carter was taken aback. And Jalen Carter was literally on his heels from Dak just striding right into his face. You saw what happened. It was a fall away spit that he spat at Dak and on Dak. I think it went down his front. It's like the worst thing. I can't speak for the women out there, but man to man, it's just the worst. I think I can speak for the women. It's just the worst human, the most degrading, belittling, disgusting thing that one human can do to another is to spit on them, expectorate your saliva all over them. It's just the worst. And yet, Jalen Carter is off balance. He's literally falling backwards. And wait a minute. The Cowboy quarterback spit at me. I think. Didn't he spit at me? Yeah, he did. He did. And now he's come right through the huddle at me. And I'm talking shit to him, and he's talking it right back to me, giving it right back in my face. And I'm taken aback. And as I fall away, I'm going to spit on him because I don't know what else to do. Dak got him. Dak outfoxed him. Dak outwitted him. For once, a Dallas Cowboy ran rings, as in Super Bowl rings, around an eagle, and they raised the banner that night. They'd just done it. I'm not predicting that we're going to win the Super Bowl, but that was a Super Bowl moment. That's the kind of moment that can set up a Super Bowl takeoff. It is. That's the one where I would look back and say, that's when it all started. We should have won the game. CeeDee Lamb, who's not been a big Dak fan over the last couple of years, CeeDee Lamb, whose mom posted, I think it was on Instagram, after that Green Bay nightmare loss, the playoff game at home 2 years ago, she posted, I think on IG, Dak ain't it. And I agreed with her, but that had to come from 88. That had to come from her son. She wouldn't just do that on her own, I don't think. I don't think so. I think she had heard her son say, he just ain't it. Well, on this night, CD as in can't drop, he wasn't it either. On that night, on opening night, Dak was it. Dak set the tone for an opening night victory. Dak set the tone for a takeoff season. Dak set the tone for a run through the first 8-ish games. Again, by NFL standards, this is an easy run. That's just how I look at it. I know Micah comes, 3 more weeks. It's fine. We can beat Green Bay at home. We can. I know they're invincible. It's over. No, we can beat them at home. But Dak set the tone. Dak threw the heck out of the football. Dak made no mistakes. There was no sack fumble, no interceptions. He was throw for throw with Jalen Hurts. And if CD just hangs on to 3 of them, if he just I'll go this far. If he catches one of the 2 deep throws in the fourth quarter, I think we're going to win. Nope, they didn't have Jalen Carter, but that was thanks to my quarterback. He suckered him. He challenged him, and he baited him into a disqualification. Way to go, Dak Prescott. I've never been prouder of you than I was at that moment. Thank you, Dak, for that. That was real, live, authentic, genuine, legitimate leadership that I have never, ever seen from you. And I hope to see more of same. Thank you.